Hey guys, welcome back to Karate Framework Tutorial Session 3. In today's session, I will discuss about how we can create a GET request in the Karate Framework for Weather API web page, and after creating more than one features file, how we can run multiple features file using runner class available in existing Karate Framework, and how we can validate full response between web page and Karate Framework report. So in the last session you already seen, right, how we can create the Karate framework, what are the prerequisites required. So we can open the Eclipse, we can create a Maven project. After that, in the we can add all the dependencies in the pom.xml file. So we need to add, right, Karate core, Karate Apache, and Karate JUnit 4. This is the three dependencies. We need to add it as part of the dependencies, and also we need to add Maven Surefire plugin and Maven compiler plugin as part of the plugins or the plugin management. So that is the first step after creating the Maven project we need to do. And after that, we'll be creating a package in the src test java folder. We'll be creating the sample thing for the GET request. So we have created one features file where we have given the feature, scenario, and the given, when, and then condition. So we have given like given URL. So in case that URL is there, and in case we are trying to get something, so status code will be coming as 200. So that is the way, right? We have written one sample features file for the GET request. Then we have created test runner class, and with the help of test runner class, whatever features file already created, we can run them, right? So there's an option called run as and JUnit test, as JUnit is already added to the Maven project. So after running it, you could able to see like 1 of 1 is means the one test case got run and it is fast. So this is the features file got executed and you are able to see the result. Now questions will be that how we can create multiple features file as well. So I will try to take a simple URL or the web page for creating some request. So this is the current weather forecast, right? Web page is available like open weather map.org. And what you need to do, you need to open that web page and you need to create your own account here. Okay, so how can you create your own account? If you click logout, sorry, if you open the page for the first time, so like as I already have my account, so that is the reason it is displaying like that. But in case you are creating the opening the web page for the first time, you'll be getting some option to create your account. So you can click create an account button here, and you can give your username, your email, password, and like a repeat password, and you can check those checkbox, and you can see like I am not a robot, and you can whatever condition will be coming, you give it, and you can create a account. Once your account is created, right, you will be getting some mail to your email ID. You need to confirm it. After that, right, with your account created, you can just simply log in. So that account already created for me. So if I just log in and if I click on the submit button, I will be navigating to that home.openweather.org page, and you able to see this is my account created. So now I can click on my API keys, because for every credential there will be some unique API key will be available. So this is my API key I have created here. So you can generate, right, more keys. So if you give something name called test, you can generate some more keys, right? So initially some default key will be created for you, and you can give any name and you can generate multiple keys as well. So you could see that test, like from API key will be created for that test. So it's already created previously, which is karate. So I will copy that one and I will paste in my notepad. So that is my unique key for my own credential. And if I click on the API link, so you could see there are a lot of API, weather API you could able to validate, right? Now if you go down and if you click on that option like current weather data, and if you click on the API doc, so it will give you lots of sample API how we can fetch the details. So this is, you could see here how to make an API call. So this is the website. You can add your other details and you need to append your API key. If you go down little bit, you will be able to see some sort of sample API. You could see here example of API call. So you can take that API, sample API, and I will paste it in the notepad here. This is the sample API, right, for getting the details or maybe retrieving the details, where I need to update my API key in the API key part, right, whatever unique key is generated for my ID. So I will simply replace it here, okay, and then that part I will take and I will try to open in any browser. So it will give you result. So you could see here it is giving you result, that is means it's success, right, your endpoint is correct and is giving you that result, okay. So that result is coming. So that part I want to convert it into the features file and I want to execute through my character framework. So what I will be doing it, I will go to Eclipse, I will simply create one more features file. So that in the src test java folder I will be selecting the package features and runner, and I will simply try to add one more file. So because it is a GET request, right, I am retrieving something, I can give the feature file name at GET request 2, extension will be always feature, okay, and I'll click on simply finish. So that, right, GET request 2 dot features got created. So in the last session I already created features, one more feature for GET, so I will simply copy that one and I will paste it here. Now I will try to change my feature, scenario, given, when, and then condition. So features I can, instead of fetching user detail, I can change like what is the URL I am hitting here. So this is the open right, weather map, right. So I can mention like open weather, right, fetching open weather details. Fetching open weather details, that is my features, and I can create a scenario to test the correctness of the GET request while while retrieving what I want to retrieve. I want to retrieve like current weather report, right. So current weather report, so I can mention while retrieving current weather report from web page, that URL I can give it here. So that like that is my like correct scenario I want to execute, okay. Then here what I will do, I will change the URL, right. So because that URL I want to hit now, okay. So once I hit that URL, and method will be definitely GET here, I want to retrieve the details, and here you could already seen as and when I am right trying to launch that, I am trying to paste that URL into any browser and it is giving me some result. So that means there is no some sort of bad request is there or server problem is there, it is giving me some result. So definitely like status will be 200. And apart from that, I want to print that response, and then I will validate whether right response whatever is coming through Karate framework also is matching with that, right, the response coming through the browser as well. So what I will do, in case you want to print something so in every given when and then, so you can add and or. So and means like then you will be getting, you are validating multiple condition. So you are here, then you are validating like 200 status code. Apart from that, you are mentioning something and, right, print, you want to print simply the response. So it will give you the full response and you can validate it, okay. So these are all the things are coming from the Karate, like URL, method, status, get, response, everything will be coming from the Karate framework. So given is nothing but the precondition, right. So before executing a step, you would require some key precondition where my URL already launched. Then I want to get the details, I want to retrieve the details, and I want to validate whether my status is 200 means it is really retrieving the details, and also I want to print the responses. Then that response I will validate it, okay. So that is the way I have created one more features file for the GET request, and this is the another web page, right, which is nothing but the github.com karate labs/karate. This is the base page for the Karate framework. If you scroll down here, you could able to see what are really required for the Karate framework, right. You would require you can use any kind of Visual Studio, it can be Eclipse, IntelliJ or Visual Studio, right. How you can, right, add it with the Maven or the Gradle, all this stuff, and here you could able to see the sample request here, right, for the get or post is given, right. So in case it is a get, right, you could see given path, right, when and then status code. In case it is sample, so that is the way you need to like match your request. Okay, so now I already created one more request. So what I will do now, I both the features file or the get request I want to execute at the same time. So simply I will go to my test runner class. So it is nothing but I have created the runner class and I am using runner with and the bracket karate.class. Now if I want to simply right click and run as JUnit test, so what will happen? It will now try to execute both the features file, and in the both the features file one and one get request is available. Okay, so okay, it is failing. So what is the failing? You could see, right, now if you just right click here and if you click copy trace, so intentionally I have given it, right, so that it should fail. So that is the way you could get your desired result, right. It is failing because that part response, right, here it is not able to understand, it is not defined in the karate framework. So what is the exact thing? It is response. So I will be updating it here to response. So now that is the reason it is also giving some error here. RESPONSE response. Now you could see there is no error. You can save your code and you can again go to the test runner class, and now you can run as again JUnit test. So what will happen now? It will try to execute both the features and both the get requests. You could see both are passed, right. Run 2 of 0 and there is no error and there is no fail. Okay, so if you expand it, you could able to see, right, what are the features file get executed. Okay, it is get request, that is the first features file and first get request, and this is the second features file which is get request 2. Now both are running perfectly fine, and here also some report got generated. This is the path is also giving. You can copy the path, otherwise you can go to the project explorer, you can select the project, you can simply right click and you can click on refresh. So in the target folder some report will be generated. You could see here report, karate report, that folder you need to open up, and now you would able to see karate summary.html. So that's same path here. If you right click here, you can go to the properties or you can open with web browser. So it will give you the result now. So you could see now my two features file got executed, right, with the help of the karate framework, and this report is coming from the karate lab. Two features file got executed and there is no failure, both are passed, right. The pass means the green symbol and fail means the red symbol. Now if you expand it for the first one, right, guess because the features, you could able to see what are the step got executed. So given URL when and then status code 200. Now if you go here, you could see you are able to validate exactly this is the step executed, given when and then. Now if you expand again, go to the summary, and if you try to expand it, you could see these are the 4 step executed here, one given, one when, and then 2 part, right. Status code is coming 200. Now if you want to get the response, you can simply click on the last one, right, find response. So it is giving the response. So now see what response is coming from the URL. So if you open that URL, this is the response is coming, but that is not the JSON related, right, format type. So you can copy it and you can paste, you can open JSON formatter.org and you can simply paste here, right, and you could see in the right side it is converting to the JSON format. You can copy it and you can paste it in your notepad. Okay, so that is the thing is coming from the web page, right. And now if you go to the Postman, sorry, if you go to the karate framework, that responses you could able to see here, it is starting from that bucket. Forget about that part. That part is giving you the time and it is giving you the print means that is printed here in the report, right. So COORD code here it is matching, like LON 0.1257 it is matching, LAT is also 51.5085, then the weather ID 801, clouds, and if you go down similar way you can manually match it, but later point of time I will show you how to automatically match, right, your expected and the actual JSON format. And if you go down here in the last, you could see time zone 3600, ID equal to 2643743, name London, code 200. So that your expectation is also right, your actual thing is working fine. So that is the way, right? In case it's a really GET request, you want to retrieve some details, so you can get the response from the Karate framework, and also you can get the response from your web page, and then these two part you can validate. In case of any error problem, right, you can add some assertion point, and definitely SQL will pass or fail based on the like expected and the actual outcome. Okay, so that is the part already mentioned here, and it is generating the report, which is default report from the Karate framework. You no need to worry about that. Okay, and this is the like web page, jasonformatter.org. You can use it to format your right whatever is coming from the web page to the relevant JSON format. Okay, so that is the way, right, you can create your multiple right request, and definitely single multiple request also can be associated in single features file. But here I have right tried to let you know how you can create multiple features file, and in single features file also you can add multiple scenario in the same feature. That is also possible. Slowly you will learn it. Now we already tried to run it with the help of the test runner, and it is already showing me the JUnit result. But in case you want to right execute your code through the pom.xml file, you can simply open the pom.xml file, and now you can just right click here, and you can try to run as Maven test. So it will also let you know how many test scenario or passed, fail, or like that. So it will try to execute your test cases from the features file, and you could able to see it is running the test runners, right? Yeah, you could see here, right, test run 2, there is no failure and build is success. Total time spent is 8 second 804 millisecond, and finish time. So that is the way in the Karate framework you can associate or add multiple features file, right, where you can definitely add different kind of request type. It can be get, it can be post, put, or delete. Slowly you can learn it, but here we have tried to create two get requests in the two features file, and with the help of the test runner class and JUnit, right, we are also able to try to run it. We are able to generate the report, right, we are able to validate the responses as well, and with the help of the pom.xml file as well, we are able to run multiple right requests in the Karate framework. So that's all from today's session, guys. Thank you.